Go.
good?
Yeah.
Okay guys, so y'all probably remember what we talked about in the last video, why I'm grounded and terrible drivers and stuff like that. And my dad has welcomed me to join me as he did last time. But, y'all really know the real problem at hand, my sister having a big mouth. Because I don't see how my grandmother doesn't understand this yet. If you have a teenager, they're gonna do stuff you don't want them to do. And it's just a part of life. You can't really avoid it. They're gonna do something that you don't want them to do. Steal a car, do drugs, smoke a cigarette. That's just something they're gonna do. I mean, some of them are good, most of them are terrible. But anyway, I had my phone, again, 2 days, and I'm using it, and sister's on the phone. Thing is, I hear her coming in my room, so I make sure I'm actually looking at my Kindle and my phone's hidden, and it is. So I hear her coming, I get up, she rams through my door and says, "I know you have it," and I'm like, "It's my Kindle, what exactly do I have?" So then she goes, looks in my grandmother's room. I don't know where exactly she looked, but she went in there looking and didn't see it anywhere. So she immediately tells my grandmother, "He has it." She gives the phone to me. I say yes. And she asked me, "Where's the phone?" I say, "I don't know. You were the one keeping up with it. It wasn't my job. It ain't my responsibility to keep up with it because I don't have it no more." I mean, I know she's thinking about giving it back this weekend, but I doubt that's gonna happen. But anyway, so she's talking to me. She wants to make sure I do my science, which I'd rather do it later because it's kind of my choice on if I do it or not. And it's from my teacher, Miss Fall, who apparently decided it was a good idea to go to Hawaii and not teach her class a single thing through the entire school year. So that's her. And then what else here? Let's see. Okay. But anyway, as I was saying, she's asking me where the phone is, telling me to do my science. And then at the end of the phone call, she says, "Do your science and put your phone back in my room." And I'm like, "Why?" Because I'm trying to convince her that I still don't have my phone, even though I do. But again, y'all know the real problem is my sister, who has a horrible problem to always blab about stuff. She can't keep a secret. You tell her something that isn't even true, she'll go off to about a public building and start yelling it. Cannot keep a secret whatsoever. You can ask my dad, he's had a few problems with her too.
Yeah.
Like, what was one of them?
I don't remember.
Well, I know I've had a few. But, let's see. Now, that's another reason I'm still grounded, because my sister can't keep her mouth shut. And I was hoping y'all would comment in the last one. I haven't seen any comments yet, but I am looking to see if anyone comments on these two videos, the one we made yesterday and this one today. But yeah. I mean, that's all I really had to say about my life. Me and my dad can get back on the other topics we were talking about yesterday if you want. I mean,
Well, you know what, Jacob? I think something needs to be done about this.
Which one?
Katie, I mean, it seems like to me, she thinks it's perfectly fine to go around telling and telling on people.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
And I think somebody needs to do something drastically to change her attitude about this whole thing.
Heck, the last thing that I tried was her acting like she was so big and bad, thinking she could get away with stealing my stuff and all that crap. I said no, and I beat the crap out of her. Like, literally beat the crap out of her. What's he doing?
I don't know.
But probably working on that house some more. Don't know why he has a trailer though. But yeah, my sister has a few issues, which is probably one of the reasons she's living with my aunt. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love her, but it's hard at times, especially when she doesn't know to shut her mouth. You can make a threat towards her, and she'd still keep talking. Makes no sense.
Well, I think Friday we're gonna just start getting back to the ring. What do you think?
Friday I'm gonna be somewhere else. I won't be here Friday.
Oh, where are you going?
Hunters.
Hunters?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's fine because I think that Monday we should start getting back in the ring because I think this is all just BS. What I think it is. And I think we're gonna start going back to the ring and us wrestling. And from now on, I'm just gonna come and get him, and we're just gonna do the shows on the laptop, and then we're gonna come back. And she can get mad. I don't care anymore. I mean, it's just ridiculous, you know. Because we can't keep making videos like this. This ain't what they want to see. They want to see us in the ring, you know. I mean, I know y'all are probably sitting there thinking, yeah, we want to see y'all back in the ring because not many people are going to want to view a video of us sitting out here talking in the yard, you know. This is sort of like boring, you know.
And it's not something I want to do either. It's just to basically tell y'all what's going on and why we haven't been doing it.
And I mean, I absolutely agree. I think this all sucks, you know. And on that bombshell, you know, we're gonna starting Monday. We're gonna have to start getting back in the ring, and she's just gonna have to get over it because what we were doing was making backyard wrestling videos for people to watch. It's entertainment. It's fun, you know. And we're just gonna have to keep doing it, and she's just gonna have to get mad and get over it, you know. Because it ain't a crime to make backyard wrestling videos, you know.
Now, if we had two, I'd say just bring one here and we could wrestle here.
What, another ring?
Yeah.
No, we can't do that. Unless we had a blow up air one.
That would work.
I don't even know where we would get one.
Amazon.
Amazon, huh?
Yeah, probably.
I didn't even think about that.
Check your phone. See if they got any good ones for sale real quick.
When this video is, I'm gonna get on Amazon. I'm gonna find a little blow up one. We can put it out here in the yard. We can get
yeah, blow up ring for you.
Yeah, and we can do that.
That way, neither of us will get hurt because basically all we're hitting is air.
Yeah, that would work. I think I've seen one on Amazon.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, if you can order a real one, why not order a fake one as well?
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
And then we could make videos in the air one, and then...
Yeah, here at my house and at his dad's house.
I could keep it in the trunk of my car, and then when we had to come down here and do one, we could do one right in this little area, and we could set up the laptop.
Yeah. I mean, that would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the only problem is it's gotta be big enough.
I'm sure it would be.
I mean, like maybe a 13 by 13 or...
I don't know, but I'm sure we can find one. You can find anything on the internet.
You're not wrong.
If you want something on and you can't find it in a retail store, most people go to Amazon and look for it.
Yeah, because usually Amazon has everything now.
Well, you know, that's why everybody's doing it. Like, I can't count how many times I've gone to that Target and they don't have what I need. And then the lady's like, can we help you find it? I said, no, I know somebody that has it. Matter of fact, I just ordered it off Amazon. It'll be here in like 5 minutes.
That's how to make stores angry.
Yeah, and it does. But you know what? They should keep stuff that people want and want to buy.
Yeah, which reminds me, I'm doing something for scouting, which is, most of y'all who know me would know I'm in scouts. But my scout leader is making me do this thing where you have to save up money and then figure out how much the item is that you want to buy. I want to buy another video game for my Xbox One, Ghost Recon. But we went to Target to see how much it was. It was $59. I didn't have that much. I had close to about 40 something. Oh my God, please don't start another wreck. Thank God. But anyway, that at Target was $59.
Actually, it'll be around $61 or $62 after taxes.
Yeah. So, I went on my grandmother's phone because at the time I didn't have mine and I didn't need her to know I have it. So, I looked on hers and looked at Ghost Recon. And on Amazon, it showed it being like $25 to $26. And comparing that to all the other ones, it was cheap.
Yeah.
And then I saw another one on eBay, but that was like $19.
It probably had a bunch of scratches on it.
Probably. But, so I'm asking her, can't we just buy one of these? And then she's like, no, because you can't just go around spending your money. It's my money. I earned it. She can't tell me how to spend my own money. Yet she tries to. So, after she's saying that, I'm getting mad. Because it's my money. I should be able to spend it any way I want. But instead, she's making me go into a short-term goal, which is basically the game, and then a long-term goal. Which, yeah, a long-term goal, like saving up to buy a car, a truck, motorcycle, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I told her I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's my money. I should be able to spend it however I want to.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, you get paid, you spend your money the way you want to, don't you?
Yeah. On rent. And bills, yeah. Food. Yeah, that's what I spend my money on.
Yeah.
Now, some people, they don't have jobs, so, you know, they get unemployment checks. And they have those free phones, and they get food stamps. You know?
Yeah.
It's sad that people that don't have a job look better than the people that do have jobs.
Yeah.
It's really sad that that's how the world is. Like, people that don't have jobs, they get free food, they get food stamps, they get free cell phone. If they want any money for gas, all they got to do is go out in the street corner like those little Mexicans do and hold a all work sign, you know, if they really need money.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They'll just be holding up a sign saying, I need work, $10 for payment. There you go, gas money. That's all they do.
Or I see people on the side of the road begging for money, holding those little signs, doing that, and they make a killing. I know they do. I used to know a few guys when I worked at the Flying J's. They lived out in the woods, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, you go down, the Flying J's sits up there, you go down and you hook that curve, and they would be inside the woods.
Yeah, I saw that on the entrance to the interstate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
I
you're
saw
going
those
down,
tents.
they sit out there and they'll beg for stuff. They'll ask for food, money. And this one guy, he was out there one Thanksgiving asking for food, and somebody brought him a whole Thanksgiving plate. I said, "Look, you mother," because I was working and they didn't have turkey and dressing. All they had was crap.
Well, I mean, that's flying J for you.
Yeah,
That bee's back, Jesus.
yeah. But I mean, I know y'all. I'm hoping that after Monday, this whole grounding thing will be over, and maybe he'll get the whatever's out of her butt out, and we can go back to making backyard wrestling videos, which we're doing it Monday regardless, you know.
Well, unless Tracy comes to get me.
Who's Tracy?
He's a friend from church that I'm joining his mowing service.
Oh, mowing grass, huh?
Yeah.
Does it pay good?
Honestly, it's not to get paid. He's doing it just to be nice to people who can't afford people to cut their grass or afford their own mower.
That doesn't work. See, that's what you get when you volunteer. People want you to volunteer. I can't volunteer. You know, I can't volunteer to do stuff for free. You know, I don't have time. You know.
I just remembered I need to change the substrate in for my salamanders.
Yeah. But yeah.
Probably get that and do it real quick while we're filming.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
But he's got to go and do something real
Yeah,
quick.
I'll bring it out here and y'all let
Yeah,
them
that's
see
fine.
'em.
Yeah, go. But we're just, like I said, we're having a hard time making videos right now. But you know, Monday we're gonna we're gonna go back to rain. In rain. I don't care anymore. You know, the people are getting pissed off. They want in-ring action, and I'm about keeping my viewers happy. And we are going to give you in-ring action. I don't care anymore. I'm going to step on people's feelings, and I'm keeping this thing going. People can get mad. I don't care, you know, because we get lots of views when we're in the ring. When we don't hardly break 40 or 50 when we're doing stuff like this, because I know some of you are all right with it, but some of you will get pissed off and start undescribing if we don't get back to the ring. So we're getting back to the ring. We're getting back there as soon as we can. I don't care if his grandmother likes it or not. We're getting back in the ring, and we're starting Monday. I'm putting my foot down to all this family bull crap, because that's what it is. It's bull crap. But he said he had to go and get something. He said he would be right back. On another bombshell, I am single now. Me and Ashley, we didn't see eye to eye on certain things. And, see, I'm 39 years old. She's 31. See? And I don't like being told, telling somebody where I'm going every minute. And she would tell me, and I would tell her, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. You're a grown woman, you know. That's called trust in a relationship. And that's why we're no longer together. But here comes Jacob. He's got something in a blue container. What do you got?
My salamanders are staying in.
A salamander? A lizard?
Salamander.
Yeah. Where's he at?
Well, there's 3 in here. 2 babies, 1 adult, but it's gotten a bit muddy, so I'm gonna have to empty it a bit.
I don't see him.
Yeah, because they burrow.
Uh-oh. What you gotta do? Put new grass in there?
Put new dirt and everything.
That's a lot of work, Jacob.
Yeah, it took me about a couple hours just to fill this thing up.
It looks like somebody ate a bunch of Taco Bell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really? It looks like somebody pooed in here, and I don't see them.
Yeah, I guess should be in here somewhere.
What do they look like? I don't even see them.
They're black and they got purple dots.
Really?
Yeah, well, yellow dots.
Yeah.
But the earthworms are still in here, so you gotta eat.
We got our forearms.
Now, this is gonna take me a while to clean. I don't even know if it's in camera view.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to clean this. And I mean a while. Because as you can see, this is very muddy. And salamanders like it very, very moist. And I mean very moist.
How you gonna know when you don't grab one of them boogers out?
Well, if I grab them, I'll start wiggling through the dirt to get out.
And you'll see them and grab them and put them back in, I hope.
Yeah. Well, if I see them, I'm gonna have to leave them in until I can fill the thing back up.
Don't you think you should just get a big iguana or something?
Yeah, I want an iguana, but Mimi wouldn't buy it. I was gonna actually talk to you about that. To be honest.
I don't think Anna the cat would like that too well, Jacob.
No, like, get it for me,
Yeah.
and I'd get the tank for it, and...
Yeah,
See, there's all sorts of things living in here.
Oh, yeah.
Earthworms, crickets, which I think they ate the crickets already. Because there were hundreds of them.
I'm sure.
But anyway, this is going to take me a while. I mean, we're still going to capture the video, but we can show you all what it looks like in here because it ain't pretty.
It looks like somebody victimized. It looks like Taco Bell gone terribly
Yeah,
wrong.
Taco Bell gone wrong. And here's what I've gotten out so far. It's not much, but this ain't even half of it. But it's gonna take me a good while because it smells terrible too. Because when you leave salamanders in here and fill it up with mud and dirt and leave it in there for a few months, it doesn't tend to smell too great.
Sort of like the smell after you poo after eating Taco Bell.
A bit worse, actually.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna have to rewrap this. Well, actually get some more and tape it back. Which they might have gotten out. And if they did, I can get some more later. Or like my dad said, just get that iguana.
Yeah, because that's just too much work, Jacob. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like all animals, but that looks like poo, Jacob.
Yeah, salamanders are a lot of work.
I mean, snakes and iguanas and cats and dogs, they're cool, but I don't know about all that now.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too sure about it either, but it's mostly Shay that convinced me to do this.
Uh-huh, the devil. Shay, Shay is the one responsible.
Yeah, I told her I'd try it, see how it went.
And yeah.
I think the salamanders may have got out.
Well, there's 2 holes in it, so I'm guessing they probably got out there. Yeah.
Well, there's actually 3, but I taped them because I knew they wouldn't be able to fit through it with them taped. And since their bodies are so soft, a lot of this, when it's burnt, is actually very sharp.
Yeah.
So if they had tried to go through it, it would have cut the crap out of their skin.
Oh.
Because one of them in here has got a giant gash in his tail.
Oh, okay.
And his tail's pretty much about to fall off. I was debating on whether I should just cut it off and let it regenerate,
Or it'll probably go back, you know.
or let it come off naturally in some odd way in here and see if it regenerates itself. And it hasn't really done that. And I'll tell you right now, it is hard to catch these suckers. Very hard. You'll see them, like, Jesus Christ, guys, calm down. Yeah, but like my dad said, it's a lot of work to keep this going. And one thing that's really important is you have to have the patience to dig up the dirt and then cover it back up. Because if I didn't cover the holes I dug up with that pickaxe over there, my grandmother would kill me. Luckily, she doesn't come out in the backyard too often. But yeah, it's.
That looks like somebody that just ate Taco Bell and Taco Bell victimized their stomach, Jacob.
Yeah.
It really looks like poo.
Yeah, it's going to, because salamanders not only need water, I found out they can actually produce water as well as they drink it through their skin. They produce it through their skin as well, I found out. Here's a baby.
Oh, that's nice.
Man, you're a muddy fella, aren't you? Come here. Look. See? Can they see that?
Yeah.
Is that on camera?
Yep.
Oh.
Oops, she dropped it.
Yeah, here's a baby, if y'all can see that.
Yeah.
The adult is probably in here somewhere. And like I said, they're very slimy, and they can easily slip through your fingers. There should be 2 babies in here and 1 adult, but I mean, I don't see how the adult could have gotten out.
You will be sure to wash your hands before you eat anything.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. Now, again, this is a very messy job because these salamanders can build up a lot of stuff in this mud. Like very bad stuff that could kill them. Which is why you're supposed to empty it every month. But because I was new to it, I forgot about all that. So they've probably built up 100 million diseases in this, and I haven't known about it.
I think they'll live to see another day.
Yeah, hopefully.
I just hope you're not throwing none out in the poo.
I mean, I've still got this baby one. I have yet to find the other baby and the adult. Found a huge earthworm, though. What's there?
Well, make sure you leave him in there.
The earthworm?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've probably all came out with that. Either that or the salamanders have eaten them.
Oh, okay.
Because they apparently eat earthworms.
Well, it happens, you know.
Yeah, so you can see him right there.
Yeah.
He's a big fella.
He would make a good fishing bait.
Now, like my dad was saying, he'd rather me have an iguana, which I was actually going to ask him if he could buy me one. Because I would really like an iguana. I've always found them quite cool, very funny. But, I think we may have lost our other salamanders.
Yeah.
Because this is now officially empty.
Yep.
And it don't look too pretty apart from the baby salamander that's back there. But I'm gonna go wash my hand real quick. Now, if you see anything crawl out of here, like this big salamander,
Yeah.
try and catch it.
Yeah, I'll
Put it
try.
in here with this baby one.
I think he's gone.
I mean, if he's not, and I just scooped him up in there, try and catch him if you see him.
Okay. Definitely.
And he's very slimy, so it's gonna be pretty hard to catch him. But I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Yeah, go and wash your hands. You might get some kind of fungus.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway. There where our trash can is, the salamanders would hide under those concrete plates, which I'm glad I emptied that thing out because I'm not sure I'm gonna keep them anymore because it really wasn't worth keeping them because I knew eventually they'd get out. Well, I knew it wasn't gonna work. I don't want I knew it wasn't gonna work. But yeah, I'm hoping my dad can find me an iguana and a blow up wrestling ring. And when we do that, we can do videos on both the iguana because I know people are gonna want to see that thing a lot.
Yeah, especially your friend.
Yeah, Shay's gonna go crazy about it. Now, after that, if I get the iguana, which I'm hoping I can get it sometime during spring break, and believe me, I'll feed that thing and then have to look up what they eat. What is that guy doing? He's blowing stuff up over there. Jesus. Can we call 911 for a loud noise? I don't know what this man's doing, but whatever he is,
He's using a hammer on a piece of tin.
just use a bobcat or something. Jesus. But, yeah. We'd do videos on the blow up wrestling ring right there. And then I'd bring the iguana outside. We could do videos on it. And, I'm sure they'd be good. Good videos, have fun with it. See what all iguanas do, because I like them. I've always liked iguanas. And I'm honestly fascinated by them. I watched videos on how to take care of them. What kind of... And they need a lot of enclosure. And now my sister's coming over, so... Even though she knows she's not supposed to be in videos. No, we're not done yet.
I know.
See, you're the reason why we're making this video right here because of you. So go away. Go away.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you did. Now go. We could be still making these videos in Ring if it wasn't for you. Now go.
I didn't do
Go.
nothing.
Yeah, you did. Go.
No, Mimi found out because he got notifications.
No, you probably told her, knowing you're a liar. Go.
She literally, when we were talking,
Mimi
when she called...
subscribed to her. To him.
Yeah, subscribing doesn't send you notifications, Katie.
Yes, he does. He got notification about it.
Just subscribing, you don't get notifications.
You gotta hit the bell too.
He got notification from me.
Which means she hits the bell. But we've been doing them for a while, and she hasn't said a word to me, and then all of a sudden, she calls me into the kitchen saying that you showed her the video of us wrestling. And I think it was just because he yelled at you.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I
Because
have a
after
feeling
that,
if he
you
had
told on
never
him.
yelled at you, you wouldn't have told her about that video
No, she
at
got
all.
notifications. Didn't even ask her.
Yeah, she's been getting notifications about all of them, and she's never said a thing. Never. Because she always thought we were going to his house to talk, not getting in the wrestling ring. And then, out of nowhere, she calls me into the kitchen, wondering why. I'm wondering why I'm so confused. What's going on? And she's like, we were coming home and Kay showed me this video of you wrestling. And I'm like, did she show you the one with her in it too? So, you threw me under the bus, and I wasn't going on alone. You were coming with me. I wasn't getting thrown under the bus alone. I was bringing you down too. And you very well knew I was going to do it. When you said, or when you told her about that video, you knew exactly what was going to happen. And yet you still chose to tell her. tell her. And I know for a fact that if he hadn't have yelled at you, you would have never told her about that video. Never. Because I know you. Whenever you get yelled at, you tell somebody about something. And whenever...
She got the notification and she read what it said, and that's why she clicked on it. And it said wrestling.
They all say backyard wrestling.
They all
say Alabama backyard wrestling.
I'm not talking about
All his videos have that title in them. The
When he
title
asked
of the
what the
video,
video
the description of the video.
No, we
They
don't
all
do
have that.
descriptions. All we do is Alabama backyard wrestling. See, I do not put nothing in the description so that people will watch our videos. If you put something in the description, people can read the description and say, oh, well, okay, I already know what this is about. If you don't put a description, then people don't know and they have to watch your video. So
Yeah.
there's no way Mimi would have known that it was about wrestling unless somebody told her.
Yeah.
no, but you put a title.
Yeah, it automatically does
Alabama
that.
backyard
Alabama
wrestling.
backyard
If
wrestling.
you've actually looked on his channel, almost all his videos say Alabama backyard wrestling, part 1 or part 2 on something. Everyone assumes just because it
I
has
didn't tell her.
Alabama
She
backyard
saw- she just
wrestling
clicked
on
the
it.
video when she got the notification. I didn't tell her that.
Yeah, she's been getting notifications since he started.
Yeah, since we got subscribed, she subscribed because I saw when she subscribed, it said that she subscribed, and that gives you notification when you subscribe and you push the ring bell. So
Yeah.
you're lying.
When you push the bell icon, that's the only time you get notifications. If you don't push that, you're just subscribed to him. You won't get a notification unless you hit the bell icon. And even when she did get notifications,
She didn't
she
say
never
nothing.
said anything to me. And then,
Because we told her we were talking.
actually, no, I just told her we were going over to his house to make a video. And then all of a sudden she calls me into the kitchen saying, "Wow, what were you doing over at Daddy's when were you at Daddy's? What were you doing?" I told her, "I don't know. What was I doing?" Because it had been a while since we had done a video, so I didn't know what the heck she was talking about. And then when she calls me over and tries to show me the video, I'm like, and then mentions, Katie showed me. It's kind of obvious.
No, she caught us, Jacob.
No, she literally told me in my face that you said, Katie told me about this video.
I didn't know about no video.
She said you showed her.
I didn't show her.
So you're saying that Mimi's lying, and he's
She
sitting
got a
there saying
notification.
that, no, see, you're lying. You're just like your mom. All you do is lie.
That's
Just go
the thing,
away.
Katie. Anytime you hit the bell icon, you're gonna get a notification. Whether you look at them or not is on you. And I know for a fact she never looks at that at her YouTube notifications. Never. She never has, never did. And then all of a sudden she looks at it randomly and is like, "Oh well, he's in trouble." Yeah, no, I don't buy it. Not even for a second. You're trying to lie your way out of it, even though you know I can figure it out. Because anything you do, and you know you're gonna get caught by me,
Just go
you
look on this
instantly.
thing, the icon is pushed.
Yeah, I know that. I looked when I was trying to show her the video of us wrestling, me
I
and
told
you
her I
and
was
him.
independent wrestling. She already knew about me.
Then when I told her, how come she was so mad about it?
Because he didn't know it's in all of them.
Uh-huh. Sure. But anyway, y'all have heard the argument. Y'all should probably know who's right at this point. Because if she's right and she got the notification, I mean, I'd still be grounded, of course, and she wouldn't be in trouble. But if I'm right, she always tries to lie her way out of something when she knows she's been caught for it and knows she's going to get caught for it, and then someone figures it out that it was her. She always lies to get out of it. Sometimes she succeeds, sometimes she is very, very wrong and never gets out of it, which she does quite often. Like, for one simple example, gum. Y'all go to the store, buy gum. I'd get gum. She asked me for a piece, I'd give her a piece. I'd accidentally leave the packet in my room. like, what was it? I think it was a mango flavored gum. It's about that big, cubes of gum. I gave her 2. I had to. I leave the room. I leave it in my room. I come back. The whole thing is empty apart from one piece of gum left. And it's happened almost every time. I'll give her gum, and then I'll leave the packet in my room. I'll come back. It's all gone. And I know Mimi hates gum. She hates it. And I actually try and save my gum so that I can eat it or chew it whenever I need to. Like, say I was stressed. Chew gum. So I'd go in my room, I'd see the packet open or flattened, and I'd instantly look at her because she's the only one who goes crazy about gum or candy. She can't control herself around it. And I'm sorry if she feels embarrassed that we're talking about her right in front of her, or if she tells Mimi that I was doing it. I don't care. It's the truth. And the truth hurts. People need to learn it. Truth hurts. Whether you want to hear it or not, the truth hurts. And you gotta live with it.
Yes, that truth pill is a hard pill to swallow, Jacob. It really is.
There's nothing you can do about it. When someone lays the truth on you, and you know it's the truth, and you want to get out of it, you lie. And you know you're lying. And you think, oh, something simple, I can just lie and get away with it, and I'm never in trouble again. Wrong. Karma always comes back and gets you. And believe me, I've lied about things. Karma comes back, gets me. And I learned my lesson. And I know, sometimes I still lie. It happens, people lie. But lying about big things, yes, I understand that. It was big and it may have been an accident and you didn't mean to do it. And then you lie, which is making it worse.
Because then you got to think of a lie to cover that lie.
And then a lie to cover that lie, to cover that lie, to cover that lie. And before you know it,
You forgot which lies you told to cover up the other
you've
lies.
given yourself away. That you've actually done it. You gave yourself away that you did it, then you're in more trouble. Instead, you would have been in less trouble if you have just told the truth about what you had done and that you didn't mean to do it. And like that gum, she'd always steal it, and then I'd ask her about it, and all she had to do was say, yes, I took it, and I'm sorry. But instead, whenever I asked her about it, every time she'd say, nope, I didn't take it, I don't even like the flavor. And yet when I actually gave it to her willingly, she'd be like, ooh, this is so good, can I have more? And then when I actually confront her about stealing it, she'd be like, no, I hate that flavor. And that's immediately what gives her away. Or anything she does. She'd say positive things about the gum, and then when I actually confront her about it, she'd be like, nope, I never liked it. I didn't even know where you hid it, even though she was watching me the whole time. And that's what kids and parents today don't understand. And I know, pot calling the kettle black, but I've been trying to get better. Katie's not. And I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, but like I said, truth hurts.
You remember that time she stole my cell phone? You remember that?
Yeah, she did that too. Stole my dad's cell phone. And he told her very well she couldn't have it, and she knew it. And then she comes home telling me that...
Where did she go? Oh, yeah, now she takes off.
Yeah, now she takes off. Because we're talking about her, and she knows we're right. And now I bet you she's going to go in there and talk to Mimi about it.
But, see, hold on. And you see, people, this is why, this is why nobody trusts people to come in their house anymore, you know? It's really ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, and I bet you when she tells Mimi about it, Mimi's going to come out here yelling, and I'm going to be like, the truth hurts. It had to be told.
Well, I mean, when we get done with this video, we're having cameras with the camera. It's a webcam. I apologize, but this is the kind of crap that we have to deal with. And she knows she was wrong because she didn't even argue back. You know.
I mean, she tried and she was terrible. But yeah. Yeah, but whenever my sister knows she's been caught in something, she'll try and argue for a while, and then she'll just completely go silent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we told you were lying, and you had to keep trying. And I told you 100 times it's not working. You might want to just go ahead and confess. And the times she didn't confess caused me to get in trouble with her. Like, when we were younger, she drew on a pillow. Big whoop, it's a pillow. But that was when our grandmother still spanked us instead of grounding us. So, she spanked my sister, and then because my sister kept lying, and my grandmother knew that I hadn't done anything. She knew. But because my sister wasn't, owning up to what she did, caused me to get whooped too. So she looks over at me, and then she finally owns up after about 40 more slaps on the leg with a spiky belt. She owns up to it about maybe 4 years later, saying, I did it. And it's like, what's the point? Why? Why now? After all the trouble you could have saved me from and yourself from, you chose to say something about it now.
We apologize about the noise, y'all. I don't know if you're having a hard time hearing or not, but the people next door are making more racket than what they should be.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably call 911 at this point, saying they're making too much noise, but they ain't gonna show up for that.
No.
But, yeah. And I know very well my sister's gonna go tell my grandmother about everything we just said about her. Because I know her. She tells about everything I say.
And that's fine. She can watch the video. We don't care.
Yeah, watch the video. And I know how YouTube works. You subscribe, if that's all you do, you will not get notifications. And if you do subscribe and hit the notification button, you do get notifications. But again, whether you choose to look at those or ignore them is entirely up to you. And I know Mimi does not look at her YouTube notifications.
Yeah, because I get tons of notifications from that GTS wrestling, but sometimes I'm at work and I can't look at them.
Yeah, and I should know because all the other times we've done them, she never asked me about it or anything. And then all of a sudden, that weekend, or this past weekend, she asked me about it. There's no way she just randomly looked and thought, oh, this says Alabama Backyard Wrestling. He is clearly wrestling when I told him not to.
But
No.
see, that's the thing. That's why I don't put nothing in the description boxes. So you don't know what we're posting. You have to watch it to see.
Yeah, that's why I can immediately tell Katie told her that we were doing it.
Because I tell Jacob, before I make these videos, I don't put nothing in the description boxes. All I do is title them Backyard Wrestling because it's pretty hard to keep thinking of video names. I just put Alabama Backyard Wrestling and then we go with it. Because it's just too much trouble. Trying to keep thinking of I just put Alabama Backyard Wrestling and then I go upload. And then uploads.
And yeah, like I said, my sister tattles on almost everything I say. And I'm fine with that. Tattle all you want. Doesn't faze me. Getting my phone taken away doesn't faze me. Because again, it doesn't make me act better. It makes me madder. Makes me 100 times more mad than I already was. Which is why most of you act like you don't care. Or you get worked up, like really worked up, and start screaming when your parents destroy or take your phone or Xbox or any of that. You get mad, and then it just goes all downhill from there. So, yeah, my sister is probably in there telling her. And my grandmother's probably gonna yell the crap at me, or just plain yell at me when I go in there. And I'm sure my dad can talk to her about that because she knows very well what she did. He can talk to my grandmother, set things straight, and there we go. It's all done.
But here's the thing. People like her don't want to listen to reason. They think they know everything. I mean, we're not killing each other out there. If you watched our last video, which I recommend you did so that you would know what was going on. You know, I was going to try to get Katie out here to be a part of this video, but she ran off the minute we started calling her out on her bullshit crap. And she took off probably inside crying. But this is what she does. She's the whole reason why we're sitting out here and his grandmother's backyard making some gay video about anger. I feel like we're teaching a daggum anger management class.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I don't think it's right because people don't want to see this. They want to see us in the ring. They want to see us performing. This is baloney.
Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get an iguana and we're gonna get a blow up ring. We're gonna put the iguana in my room so Katie can't get to it, and then we're gonna put the ring in his car trunk, and then when he comes down here, we're gonna make a video in that thing. Because if she won't let us wrestle in a real one, we gotta wrestle in one that can't hurt us. Not that the real one did anyway, because yeah, when it was tight, it hurt a little when you hit the ropes. Because that would crack your spine in places it did not need to be cracked. But when you loosen the ropes, you're just bouncing all over the place. It's pretty much blow up. And the thing about when you hit the ring, it sounds like it's hurting you when it's not. Because there is so much padding. That's just the wood bouncing when your body hits it.
Yes, because whenever you go boom like that, all that is. You know what the
That's just
WWE?
wood.
Yeah, you know what the WWE does? They put microphones underneath their ring. A lot of people don't know that. They got microphones underneath the ring, so whenever they hit the canvas, it goes boom. It wouldn't be that loud if they didn't have the microphones underneath the ring.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like ours.
It would. I guarantee you, if I put a microphone underneath the ring, it would just sound like the WWE. It really would. And people don't know this kind of stuff. They put microphones on the ring. There's microphones in the crowds. Because I talked to one of these people before. They said there are microphones, a couple microphones underneath that ring, and they go boom when the wrestlers slam. And that's why it sounds so loud. Because of all the rings.
Half the people come out with no hearing when they enter that place.
Yeah.
So dang loud you can't hear a thing. It's basically the Monster Gym. They tell you to wear earplugs, but nope, I ain't wearing earplugs. I can handle this loud noise. Comes back on you when you're 50. You can't hear a thing.
Well, it ain't that very loud, Jacob. I mean, most people are just girls, you know.
That's right.
Because I used to go to tractor pools, and some of those tractors would have like 6 motors in them, and it would be going.
Jesus Christ, that guy's loud. But, yeah. I mean, I know we got off topic by a lot here, talking about the salamanders and how to replace them, which y'all probably already know how to replace them.
Well, Jacob, I don't think many people have salamanders as pets.
You'd be surprised.
I think you and that girlfriend of yours might be the only 2 in America.
Oh no, believe me, you'd be surprised. Almost 100 kids at school have salamanders.
Why don't you not get an ant farm? It's less work.
Yeah, well, we tried that. They died out within a week.
Oh, well, okay, so much for that.
And there's my aunt right there.
Oh, thank God.
So that means Katie's leaving,
Thank God.
which means I've got to deal with my grandmother, which y'all know who can straighten that out, the guy who's holding the computer.
Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to let bygones be bygones today. And I'm going to have to go back to my dad's house and upload this video on his Wi-Fi. I don't think nothing's going to really be said today. She wanted us to throw the ball with her, but I refused to throw the ball with a butthead like that. And like I said, we're gonna come up with something. Because I refuse to let this backyard wrestling channel go down in a ball of glory just because Katie wants to be a little rat and go and run and tell Mimi about stuff. It just ain't gonna work.
Yeah, but anyway, until we get we can do videos on those two other things, which y'all know what they are, the iguana and the blow-up wrestling. We can play with the iguana, and which that depends on when I get it, if I get it, which I'm hoping I will.
I don't think your Mimi's gonna like that.
Who cares? She can get over it.
Yeah, I know.
She tells me to get over stuff, she can get over something. But yeah, we'd bring it out here, this little area right here, play with it, let it climb.
And I think, Jacob, I found a nice area. I was just looking, and I think I found a nice little area for that little blow-up thing if we can get it here. You see right there? That's nice and flat.
Oh yeah, it is.
That is nice and flat. I think we can work with that.
Oh yeah. I mean, sure, the cars would be a bit loud and
Yeah, I apologize. The cars are going quite by, so you might get some feedback from them. But I think it would work right here.
Oh yeah.
We would just have to have an extension cord, and we would have to be able to run it into a plug or something. But I think this would work.
If we have the extension cord, yeah, if we get the extension cord, and then we can run it through my window right there.
I think this would work.
Oh yeah. 100%.
But I think it's time to end this bombshell. What do you think?
Oh yeah, because it's been a rough day.
Okay, y'all, it has been definitely a rough day. And on that bombshell, we're going to say good night. And we will see y'all Saturday or Sunday when we make another video. And on that bombshell, good night.